As we mentioned at the top of our newscast, Governor Raimondo is extending Rhode Island's pause until December 21st.
And this is all to hopefully slow down the spread of the virus. But once the pause ends, there will be restrictions in place. 12 News reporter Anita Buffoni joins us now live in studio with those details that are new at 4. Anita?
Thank you, Kim and Mike. Well, some saw this news coming as Rhode Island's hospitalizations continued to climb. The 2-week pause extended for a third, also extending as the state's aid for impacted Rhode Islanders and businesses. The data continues to paint a sobering picture, says Governor Gina Raimondo.
I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's getting scary in Rhode Island.
The governor says early data suggests the pause is working, which is a contributing factor to why she is extending it. So what does this mean? The same restrictions will be in place, but come December 21st, capacity for indoor dining will increase to 50%, and places like theaters and gyms can reopen with limited capacity.
Although I know this is brutal to extend the pause for one more week, I'm also extending the economic relief to individuals.
But also to businesses. Those who applied for state aid will automatically get another check for half of the original amount. The $200 unemployment benefit will also be extended 1 week. Raimondo allocated about $300 million in additional aid, essentially using up all of the state's $1.2 billion in federal funding. As for schools, the governor announced surveillance testing will be made available to all school districts beginning in January.
Just testing of a whole entire school, whether they feel sick or not, on site.
And with Christmas 2 weeks away, the governor says for planning purposes to expect celebrating with just your household and to avoid traveling. She is expected to address this more after the 3-week pause ends. I'm Anita Buffoni, 12 News.
The governor is hoping the extension will help slow down the spread, but on the other side, there will still be restrictions in place.
12 News reporter Anita Buffoni joins us now live in studio with the details. Anita?
Thanks, Mike and Shannon. Well, as the governor put it, the data shows things are getting scary in Rhode Island. And with signs the 2-week pause is working, Raimondo decided to extend it for 1 more week, as well as the state aid that comes with it. Rhode Island almost at the end of the 2-week pause, only to be extended.
We can't go from a pause to flipping the switch. It has to be a slow dial-up of our economy.
The dial-up is in terms of businesses allowed to reopen once the 3 weeks are up. All of the current restrictions will stay in place. Then come December 21st, places like gyms and theaters can reopen with limited capacity, and indoor dining can increase to 50%. As for those businesses who sought state aid to get through the pause, they will automatically get another check, but half the amount of the first. The $200 unemployment benefit will also be extended 1 week. All of that adds up to roughly $30 million taken from the state's $1.2 billion in federal funding.
I will have essentially allocated all of the federal stimulus monies that we have received from the federal government.
After again slamming school districts that are turning to fully remote learning, the governor announced surveillance testing in schools will soon be expanded statewide starting in January. And with Christmas 2 weeks away, the governor says as of now to plan on celebrating the holiday with just the people you live with and to avoid traveling.
Stop thinking so much about what you can't do and start thinking about what you are going to do to protect your household.
And now that the state's $1.2 billion has basically already been earmarked, Raimondo explained she's counting on Congress to pass a new relief bill to help provide future aid to struggling Rhode Islanders and businesses. That relief bill is still in the works in Washington. I'm Anita Buffoni, 12 News.